Okay, on our warm-up today, what we're going to do is follow steps 1 through 8, draw a PPC with coconuts and fish, and for your X and Y axis. So I'm going to draw fish and coconuts are my two things on my X and Y. It doesn't really tell you, as long as you have them both and they're consistent, you're good. Okay, and the economy is currently producing 5 coconuts and 7 fish. So if I have this curve, I'm going to have to label, because it tells me exactly, 7 fish and 5 coconuts. So it goes here and here. And then it says to show a change in production that reflects an evenly shown distribution, also known as allocated efficiently, of coconuts and fish. So what's going to become even from here? Well, that means I'm going to have to lose one of these to go to 6 and gain one of these to go to 6. So you got to do a little bit of problem solving in this one. So we would go from this point to this point on our graph. And it doesn't tell us to label anything else, so that's all we have to do. Alright, so now, once the 5 versions of the PPC. So I know this one is growth. I know this one is a reduction in economic capacity. This one is bowed outward because law of IOC, increasing opportunity cost. This one is the law of decreasing opportunity cost. So these are my 5 right here. Okay, growth, reduction, law of increasing opportunity cost, decreasing opportunity cost. Oh, and I said 5. I was just kidding because there's one more. Then linear. Okay. Now, our next thing we need to do is we need to draw PPC 3 points as efficient, inefficient, and unattainable. Okay, so I got a PPC right here. Efficient means we're on the curve. Inefficient, inside the curve. Unattainable, a point outside the curve. Write the 3 keys to economic growth. Remember, fertilizer makes it grow. So, full employment. Resources, both our quality and quantity, and technology has to be great. So those are our 3 keys. Show on the PPC from question number 3 an economic growth that results from one of the 3 keys changing. So right here we're going to show economic growth because one of these increased, and that's going to allow us to make more stuff that was previously unattainable, more GDP that we couldn't do before. Draw the long-run aggregate supply and show economic growth just like we did in one of our 5 PPCs. So now, sorry about that. So now we have our long-run aggregate supply that's vertical. We have our full employment and our real GDP. Got all those right there. And economic growth. So now I know that if one of my items inside of full employment resource technology, one of my 3 keys increases, I'm going to go from long run supply 1 to long run aggregate supply, and then there's going to be a new long run aggregate supply because we have this much GDP, now we can make more. So we go from full employment output to this level of current output, which shows that we have more economic capacity. Okay. Now what what are our 3 types of capital stock that increase? Remember, we got real capital, we got financial capital, then we got human capital. And these things are capital stock. If any of those go up, remember, there you go. Our real capital is our tools and machines. Our financial capital purchases our tools and machines. Anything you can start a business or improve or raise the production of your business. Then the human capital is our skills, our abilities. So if we use technology, healthcare, education, we can improve our capital stock that way. Okay? And don't forget, we have positive or negative net investment. So that positive or negative means that net investment is if we replace our real capital more than, actually it's compare money put into our real capital in a year. So net investment means, oh, sorry, I did that again to you. Remember, we have positive or negative net investment. And so that's going to be, oops, there we go, positive or negative investment. We're comparing our real capital to how much money we put into our machines and tools versus their depreciation in a given year. So that's what net investment is.